BGMC. The biblical truth lives here.
The ancient Hebrew scriptures foretold of the Anointed One, Yeshua HaMashiach. The Messiah Yeshua came to call the people back to the truth of His word and to follow that righteous path. Yeshua then called Jewish men to be His disciples, and after His death and resurrection, those Jewish men told the world about the Jewish Messiah. Now, after 2,000 years, Beth Goyim Messianic Congregation has that same calling of those Jewish men, telling all people, both Jew and Gentile, about the proper ancient path, teaching the Route 66 King's Highway from Genesis through to Revelation, and how you need and can get back to the proper roots of the faith and a closer walk with God. Now, let's hear the message.
Week
Algo pasó esta semana
that we have to talk about.
de lo que tenemos que hablar.
I'm going to do a small teaching first.
Voy a hacer una enseñanza pequeña primero
It's called When is Pesach?
y que se titula ¿Cuándo es
How do I know?
¿Y cómo es que yo sé?
So in the tech department, go to the next slide in the news. Something confusing happened the other day.
Algo que confuso pasó el otro día.
This past week I was looking for either the Rosh Kodesh
Esta semana cuando estaba buscando Rosh Kodesh,
or an email about the barley coming
un
up.
correo electrónico acerca de la cebada.
You look for signs for spring so that we could either know if we're going into another month
Estamos buscando por señales de primavera si vamos a otro mes
or are we going into the first month.
o si vamos al primer mes.
So something confusing happened.
Algo
Go next
confuso
slide.
sucedió.
On our website,
En nuestra
I don't know why this
página
is
web,
messed up. On our website,
en nuestra página
we
web
have a thing that gives you the cycle of the moon.
tenemos algo que te indica el ciclo de la luna.
Because sometimes in my schedule,
Porque hay veces con mi
I mean,
agenda,
I'm doing a lot of things for the Lord.
yo estoy haciendo muchas cosas para el Señor.
I might be going home and I'm just driving on autopilot.
Quizá vaya a casa y esté manejando en autopilot.
Anybody ever do that?
¿Alguien ha hecho
You
eso?
go from one place to another and you don't know how you got there.
Vas de un lugar a otro y no sabes cómo llegaste
You're just
allí.
driving on autopilot.
Tú estás manejando en piloto automático.
So sometimes I forget what cycle of the moon we're on.
Hay veces que me olvido de en qué ciclo de la luna estoy.
So on our website, there is this thing that gives you the mathematical of the moon sighting.
En nuestra página web tenemos algo que te anuncia en qué ciclo lunar estamos.
And we're looking to see, when the moon would be.
Y estamos observando en dónde estará la luna.
On Tuesday,
El martes
it was supposed to be the new moon,
se suponía que iba a ser la luna nueva,
but it was cloudy out.
pero estaba
I'm
nubloso.
like, okay, well, I can't see the moon.
Dije, está bien, no se
Nobody
puede ver.
sent me an email, so I was like, okay, maybe it wasn't sighted.
Nadie me mandó un correo electrónico, entonces
Going
no
to
sé.
the next slide.
Vamos a la próxima página.
So the fourth day of the week, there was supposed to be a Rosh Kodesh,
En el cuarto día de la semana se supone que iba a ser un Rosh Kodesh,
but it was cloudy,
pero estaba nublado
and I didn't get an email from the Israel saying that they had sighted it.
y yo no tuve un correo electrónico,
All right, okay.
entonces
I'm either
no
looking for
recibí.
that
Vamos buscando eso.
or another email which tells me the barley has been sighted.
O cualquier otro correo electrónico que nos diga que la cebada ya ha sido
Because I'm
vista.
looking for signs of spring.
Porque estoy buscando por señales de primavera.
Going to the next slide. Then the fifth day comes,
El quinto día viene.
that is our Thursday,
Ese es nuestro jueves.
and I get an email in the morning
Y recibo un correo en la mañana
from somebody in Israel,
de alguien de Israel
and it says the new moon has been sighted, the Rosh Kodesh.
y dice que la nueva luna de Rosh Chodesh
I'm
se ha
like,
visto.
okay, good. Now I know what's going on.
Y dije, está bien, ahora sí sé lo que está pasando.
So I send a text message out
Mando un mensaje de texto
stating that we're going into another month, but not the first month.
diciendo que vamos a entrar a otro mes, pero no al primer mes.
That Pesach would be next Rosh Kodesh.
Que Pesach va a ser el próximo Rosh Chodesh.
But now something confusing happened.
Pero ahora algo confuso pasó.
A little while later,
Un poquito después,
after the Rosh Chodesh sighting,
Después del avistamiento de Rosh Chodesh,
now I'm like that monkey.
estoy como ese mono.
I get an email about the barley being sighted.
Me dan un correo electrónico diciendo que
So I'm
la
like,
cebada se ha visto.
Oh, wait, what do I do now? I'm
Digo,
like,
¿qué
this
hago
is
ahora?
crazy.
Esto es loco.
Because were they sighting the barley in the middle of the night?
Porque que avistaste la cebada en medio de la noche.
Or was that got the email late?
O tuve correos electrónicos
Or I
equivocados.
was in their database later.
O estaba en su base de
Good.
datos después.
Email is instantaneous.
El correo electrónico es
I can
instantáneo.
email myself.
Yo me puedo mandar un correo
So we'll go from
electrónico.
here in New Jersey
Va de aquí de New Jersey
to Israel
a Israel
and back to me in
y
10 seconds,
regresa a mí en 10 segundos.
which is really just mind-boggling.
Que es algo que sorprende mucho.
So I'm like, all right, what do I do?
Digo, entonces, ¿qué hago?
So go to the next slide. Okay? So in Proverbs chapter 1,
Entonces, en Proverbios capítulo 1,
it says, someone who is already wise
dice alguien que ya es sabio,
will hear and learn still more.
escuchará y aprenderá más.
Somebody who understands
Alguien que entiende,
will gain to counsel well.
te puede dar consejo bien.
So I was like, let me call some of my leaders.
Digo, déjame llamar a alguno de mis líderes.
What do you guys think?
¿Qué es lo que ustedes
You know,
piensan?
what do we do?
¿Qué es lo que hacemos?
So I call Rav Will. Go to the next slide.
Llamo al Rabino Will.
I call Rav Will,
Llamo al Rabino Will.
and I say, what do you think we should do?
Le digo, ¿qué crees que debemos hacer?
You own a large farm.
Tú tienes una finca grande.
Tell me, is anything growing on your farm?
Dime, ¿hay algo que está creciendo en tu finca?
Because up here in New Jersey,
Porque aquí en New Jersey
there's not even buds on the trees.
no hay ni siquiera flores en los árboles.
Because I was looking for signs.
Pero estaba buscando por
I was
señales.
looking for signs of spring.
Estuve buscando por señales de primavera.
You know, I was looking at all the trees as I was walking the dog.
Estuve mirando en todos los árboles como caminaba el perro.
And Rav Will says there's nothing at all growing on his farm at
Pero
all.
Rabino Will dice que no hay nada creciendo en su finca.
And he has an 85-acre farm.
Y tiene una finca de 85
Nothing is growing.
acres. Nada ha crecido.
You can move this shofar. But what's so important about Rav Will
Lo más importante acerca de Rabino Will
is he lives in North Carolina.
es que él vive en Carolina del Norte.
And where he
Y
is,
donde él está,
he is basically on the same latitude line.
está básicamente en la misma línea de latitud.
That's the lines going horizontally here,
Esas son las líneas que van horizontalmente,
as Jerusalem or as Israel.
como Jerusalén o Israel.
So primarily his weather and Israel's weather is going to be similar.
El clima de él y de Israel, donde él vive y de Israel va a ser casi similar.
So I'm like, okay, well that's good,
Digo, está bien,
but that's still not enough.
pero eso no es suficiente.
So I have to look for truth.
Tuve que buscar la verdad.
We have to follow the rules of God.
Tenemos que seguir las reglas de Dios.
And where are the rules of God found?
¿Dónde se encuentran las reglas de Dios?
So when you're confused,
Cuando estás confundido.
because sometimes when you go throughout the whole Old Testament, the Tanakh,
Porque cuando ves todo el Antiguo Testamento,
some things that happen in Kings and Chronicles
hay veces que pasan en Reyes y Crónicas
are events that occurred.
y son eventos que han pasado.
It's not that say the event was good
No quiere decir que el evento era
or
bueno
righteous,
o justo.
it was an event that occurred.
Fue un evento que ocurrió.
So when you want to strip down for pure knowledge
Cuando quieres puro conocimiento
and what the Father wants,
y lo que el Padre quiere,
you got to go back to the first 5 books of the Torah.
tienes que regresar a los primeros 5 libros de la Torah.
So I seek some more wise people,
Entonces busco más gente sabia,
okay? Because a wise man seeks counsel.
porque la gente sabia busca
So
consejo.
I asked the leader of the Bakor ministry,
Pregunté al líder del ministerio Bacor
and I asked my wife, Rebbetzin Kelly.
y pregunté a mi esposa Rebetsen
Because I'm not looking for agendas, I'm just looking for truth.
porque no estoy buscando por agenda, sino
like-
por verdad.
The Rosh Kodesh was cited,
Rosh Chodesh se vio,
but then they say the barley is cited.
pero dicen que la cebada se ha
It's
visto.
confusing.
Es confuso.
What am I to do?
¿Qué voy a hacer?
So for the next 2 hours,
Por las próximas 2 horas
we sought the Lord in His Word.
buscamos al Señor en su palabra,
Because the Lord is not a Lord of confusion.
porque el Señor no es el Señor de la confusión,
He is a Lord of a straight path.
es el Señor de un camino recto.
Okay, so we go to the next slide.
Vamos a la próxima página.
In the Torah,
En la Torah
In the Torah, we do not see 12 months.
En la Torah no vemos 12 meses.
The first time we see the 12th month
La primera vez que vemos el mes 12
is in the book of 2 Kings,
es en el libro de Segunda de Reyes,
chapter 25,
capítulo 25,
verse 27.
verso 27.
That is the law of first reference.
Esa es la ley de la primera referencia.
There are no 12 months in Torah.
No hay 12 meses en Torah.
It was in the 12th month for
Era en-
Jehoiakim.
Era en el 12º mes para Jehoiakim.
That is 2 Kings 25, verse 27.
Era en Segunda de Reyes 25, 27.
Now, how many months do we see in the Torah? We go to the next slide.
¿Cuántos meses vemos en la Torah?
In the Torah,
En la Torah
there is only 11 months.
vemos que hay solo 11 meses.
In Deuteronomy, Devarim, chapter 1, verse 3,
En Deuteronomio 1, verso 3,
is we see the 11th month.
porque vemos el mes
We do
número
not
11.
see a 12th month in the Torah.
No vemos el mes 12 en la Torah.
So now I'm like, all right, what do we do?
Entonces, ahora
What
¿qué
do we do?
hacemos? Ahora, ¿qué
Okay,
hacemos?
because in Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 3, it says in the first day of the 11th month.
Dice en Deuteronomio 1, verso 3, en el mes
So
número
in the
11.
Torah, we only have 11 months.
En la Torah solo tenemos 11 meses.
So I'm still at a quandary. What are we supposed to do?
Entonces, aún sigo diciendo qué
Right?
podemos hacer.
I'm being like that monkey. So we were discussing this.
Estábamos discutiendo esto.
If I was a farmer
Si yo fuera un
and
granjero
I didn't have a paper
y
calendar,
no tenía un calendario de papel,
what would I do?
¿qué es lo que yo
You
hiciera?
know, because seeds are very precious.
Porque las semillas son muy preciosas.
And most seeds,
Y la mayoría de semillas,
when you plant them,
cuando las plantas,
you plant them that far into the ground.
las siembras así de lejos de
The
la
tip of your
superficie,
finger,
de lo que es el largo de tu dedo,
only about an inch or two
solamente una pulgada o dos
into the ground.
en la tierra.
So you have to be very worried about if it's going to have a frost.
Tienes que estar preocupado si es que va a haber una helada,
Because if there's a frost, it will kill the seed.
porque si hay una helada va a matar la semilla.
If it kills the seed,
Y si mata la semilla,
it kills your crop,
va a matar tus cosechas
and you got nothing to eat.
y no vas a tener nada que comer.
So if I was a farmer,
Si fuera un agricultor,
what things would I be looking for
¿qué cosas yo estuviera buscando
to find when I should plant my seeds?
para saber cuándo debo plantar las semillas?
Now remember, in the first month,
Recuerda que en el primer mes
there are 3 holy days.
hay 3 días santos.
And the order of the holy days are vitally important.
Y el orden de los días santos son vitalmente
The
importantes.
first holy day of the year is what?
El primer día santo del año es
Pesach.
¿qué? Pesach.
The second holy day of the year is what?
El segundo día
Hagmatzah.
santo del año es Hagmatzah.
The third holy day of the year
El tercer día santo del año
is Bikurim.
es Bikurim.
Okay, it's vitally important to know this order.
Es vitalmente importante el saber esta orden.
Pesach,
Pascua,
Hagmatzah,
Hagmatzah
Bikurim.
y Bikurim.
Okay, for those who don't speak the Hebrew, Passover,
Para aquellos que no hablan hebreo, la Pascua,
Feast of Matzah,
la fiesta de Matzah o panes
First
sin levaduras
fruits.
y los primeros
It's
frutos.
got to be that order.
Tiene que ser en esa orden.
Okay, so I'm going on to the next slide. What is my law of first reference?
¿Cuál es mi ley de la primera referencia?
Since there are only 11 months in the Torah.
Porque hay solamente 11 meses en la
In
Torah.
Genesis 1,
En Génesis 1,
verse 14,
verso 14,
it states,
dice,
Elohim said, let there be lights in the dome of the sky to divide the day from the night. Let them be for signs, seasons, days, and years. Okay? 4 things.
4 cosas.
4 things that I'm going to look up to heaven
4 cosas que voy a mirar en el cielo.
because God is a God of the whole earth.
Porque Dios es el Dios de toda la tierra.
He's going to be doing things where everybody can see him.
Va a hacer las cosas donde todos pueden ver.
So if I'm a farmer,
Soy un agricultor.
what I'm going to look for
Lo que voy a buscar
when I go to plant
cuando veo las plantas,
so that I know my seed won't die,
entonces veré que mi semilla no morirá.
I'm going to look for the spring type of stars.
voy a ver las estrellas que salen o se ven en la primavera,
Next slide. In the heavens,
en los cielos.
there are certain stars
Hay ciertas estrellas
that are going to be, you're able to see
que vas a poder ver
during certain seasons of the year, correct? You're a
durante
stargazer.
ciertas temporadas del año.
Gabriel he likes to study astrology, right?
A él le gusta
No,
estudiar,
just astronomy.
a él le
Astronomy.
gusta estudiar astronomía,
Astronomy. The study of stars.
le gusta la astronomía.
In the sky,
En el cielo,
for spring,
para
there's going
primavera,
to be certain stars in your sky all the time.
van a haber ciertas estrellas en tu cielo todo el tiempo.
But in winter,
Pero en el
there's going
invierno
to be a different set of stars.
va a estar un diferente grupo de
So I'm a
estrellas.
farmer.
No soy un agricultor.
I'm going to look up to the heavens.
No estoy mirando al
I'm going to
cielo.
look for, let's say, the North Star.
Voy a buscar a la estrella del norte.
Let me show you my cursive here. Show remote cursive. Okay, the North Star here.
La estrella del
That's
norte.
going to
Aquí.
change on me. The North Star
La estrella del norte
is over here.
está aquí.
It's going to be in a certain position in my heavens.
Va a estar en cierta posición en los cielos.
The North Star is the last star on the Big Dipper.
La estrella
Big
del
Dipper.
norte es la última estrella.
Little Dipper? Little Dipper, Little Dipper.
No.
Sorry, Little Dipper.
Osa menor.
I'm going to look for the Little Dipper.
Buscas a la osa menor,
Makes a cup shape.
que tiene la figura de una copa.
It's going to be the last star on the handle.
Y va a ser la última estrella en ese brazo.
Okay? Now, like I said, I was confused.
Como dije, estaba
Was it
confundido.
that I got the Bickerine email just because I was late on their database?
Fue quizá que tuve el correo electrónico de Picorín porque era el último en su base de
Okay?
datos.
Or was there something else?
O había algo más.
Was the Rosh Kodesh cited first?
Se vio primero el Rosh Kodesh
And
primero.
if the Kodesh is cited first,
Y si el Rosh Kodesh se ve primero,
you go into a whole nother month before Pesach.
entonces tú vas a ver a esperar otro mes
Because
para Pesach.
remember, there's only 11 months.
Porque recuerda que solo hay 11 meses.
Torah only states 11 months.
Torah solamente dice 11
So
meses.
in the heavens, no matter where I am,
En los cielos, no importa
in the
dónde
northern
esté.
hemisphere, there's going to be certain stars.
En el hemisferio norte hay ciertas
And in the
estrellas.
southern hemisphere, there's going to be a different look at those stars.
Y en el hemisferio del sur hay diferentes estrellas.
Because Jehovah Elohim put them for signs, seasons.
Porque Jehová Elohim lo puso por señales y temporadas.
Now remember, as a farmer,
Recuerda como
you're
agricultor,
looking for these stars because you don't want to plant before the spring stars come out.
estás buscando las estrellas porque no quieres plantar cuando la primavera comienza.
Because one frost will kill your crop.
Una helada matará a tus cosechas.
Okay? So what is my law of first reference for the first holy day?
¿Cuál es mi ley de la primera referencia para el primer día santo?
For the Moedim.
Para el Moadim.
Okay? Turn to Exodus 12.
Vámonos a Éxodo 12.
Exodus 12,
Éxodo 12,
verse 1, 2, and 3.
versos 1, 2 y 3.
Exodus 12,
Éxodo 12,
verse 1, 2, and 3.
versos 1, 2 y 3.
Shemot 12, this is the little mini message before the big message.
Este es el mensaje pequeño antes del grande.
Jehovah spoke to Moshe and Aaron in the land of Egypt. He said, "You are to begin your calendar with this month. It will be the first month of the year for you. Speak to the assembly of Israel and say, on the 10th day of this month, each man is to take a lamb or kid for his family, one per household." I'm sorry, I can't see it. The text got messed up here. What we're focusing on here,
Lo que nos estamos enfocando aquí
is that Pesach
es que la
is
Pascua
going to define the first month.
va a definir el primer mes.
Not the first month defines Pesach.
No el primer mes define Pesach.
We're thinking, with calendars.
Estamos pensando con calendarios.
Jehovah is thinking with stars.
Jehová está pensando con estrellas.
Okay? So the event is going to define the month.
El evento va a definir el mes.
Because the event is going to start the year.
Porque el evento va a comenzar el año.
And then in the 7th month is the 7th month holy
Y
days.
en el séptimo mes es séptimo mes de Día Santo.
So in this first month,
En el primer mes
we're going to have to celebrate the Pesach.
vamos a tener que celebrar la Pascua.
Okay? Now, this is a picture from the Bartholis on the West Coast. Beautiful picture.
Esta es una fotografía de los Bartulis en la costa oeste.
That was their Rosh Kodesh the other night.
Ese era su Rosh Kodesh la otra noche.
They normally don't get to see the Rosh Kodesh.
Normalmente ellos no pueden ver el Rosh
So it was a
Kodesh.
real blessing that Mark and his son went outside
Entonces fue una bendición que Mark y su
with their
hijo fueron
talits
con
and
sus
sounded the
talits y
shofar and
sonaron el
proclaimed the
shofar,
new month.
declarando
Amen.
el nuevo mes.
Okay? So how do you begin your calendar?
¿Cómo es que comienzas tu
The month
calendario?
begins
El mes comienza
when you see this moon.
cuando tú ves esta luna.
Okay, when you see this moon. This moon is a little big for first night, but that's when they saw it first.
Esta luna es un poquito grande para primera noche, pero lo vieron.
Okay, go to the next slide.
Van a la próxima.
Hold on a second. Let me get this on the slide. Look at Exodus 12,
Vamos a Éxodo 12,
verse 21
verso 21
and 22.
al 22.
Exodus 12,
Éxodo 12,
verse 21 and 22.
verso 21 y 22.
Then Moshe called for all the leaders of Israel and said, select and take lambs for your families and slaughter the Pesach lamb. Take a bunch of hyssop leaves and dip it in the blood, which is in the basin, and smear it on the two sides and the top of the door frame. Then none of you is to go out of the door of his house till morning. Amen?
Amén.
Amen?
Amén.
There's something very important in verse 22.
Hay algo muy importante en el verso 22.
To celebrate Pesach
Para celebrar la Pascua,
for the first month,
para el primer mes,
we don't need barley.
no necesitamos cebada.
What we need
Pero lo que
For
necesitamos
Pesach,
para la Pascua
is hyssop,
es hisopo,
which we have in the back of the congregation.
que tenemos en la parte de atrás de la congregación.
What you need is hyssop,
Lo que
not barley.
necesitas-
Remember, order is important.
Es hisopo, no cebada. El orden es importante.
The hyssop must be growing.
El hisopo debe estar creciendo.
Hyssop is a perennial.
El hisopo es una planta anual.
It is a weed.
Es una mala hierba.
It grows anywhere.
Y crece donde quiera.
There in the wall of Jerusalem,
Aquí en la pared de Jerusalén.
that is hyssop growing.
Eso es hisopo que está creciendo.
How did that get there?
¿Cómo es que eso llegó allí?
Bird poop.
Bueno, con el
Bird ate a
los,
seed.
los pájaros se comieron la
Bird goes into
semilla.
the crack of the wall.
Y el pájaro va a los huecos en la pared.
Bird poops.
El ave
Seed comes
defeca
out.
y la semilla sale.
See, hyssop it grows everywhere.
El hisopo crece donde quiera.
So after the leader of Bakor and Rebbitzin and I came to this conclusion,
Después del líder de Bacor y Rebitzin y yo llegamos a esta conclusión.
Rav Will from North Carolina calls.
El rabino Will llama de Carolina
He
del
says, I'm
Norte
standing outside
y
here,
dice, estoy parado aquí afuera.
and I got to tell y'all,
Y tengo que decir,
I'm looking at my hyssop bush,
estoy mirando a mi planta de hisopo
and there ain't nothing growing.
y no hay nada creciendo.
This cannot be the first month,
Este no puede ser el primer mes,
because the hyssop bush has not even turned green.
porque la planta de hisopo ni siquiera se estaba tornando verde.
Okay? Because what do we need for Pesach?
¿Qué necesitamos para la Pascua?
Recap from the mini teaching.
Vamos a ver qué vimos.
Torah, there is only 11 months.
En la Torah solo hay 11 meses.
Sign number 2.
Señal número 2.
The stars are going to tell us what season we're in.
Las estrellas nos van a decir en qué temporada
Sign
estamos.
number 3.
Señal número 3.
Sign number 3.
Señal número
You
3.
got to cite the Rosh Kodesh.
Tienes que avistar el Rosh Kodesh.
Sign number 4 is what we need for Pesach.
Señal número 4 es lo que necesitamos
It's
para la
not
Pascua.
barley.
No es cebada.
What do I need for Pesach
Pero
according
que
to Torah?
necesito para la Pascua, acuerdo a la Torah.
Hyssop leaves.
Hojas de hisopo.
These are the things you need to enter into the first month.
Estas son las cosas que se necesitan para entrar en el primer mes.
So Beth Goyim will be celebrating its Pesach
Beth Goyim va a celebrar su Pascua
next month
el próximo mes.
because I've come to the conclusion
Porque vine a la
that
conclusión
we are not in spring.
que no estamos en
The
primavera.
stars are not in the sky.
Las estrellas no están en el cielo.
We need hyssop.
Necesitamos hisopo.
Hyssop is not growing.
El hisopo no está
The Rosh
creciendo.
Kodesh came first.
El Rosh Kodesh vino primero.
So we are calling that we are going to have our Pesach service not when the rabbis say.
Estamos llamando a tener nuestro servicio de Pesach, no cuando los
We're going to
rabinos
wait for the
dicen.
next Rosh Kodesh.
Vamos a esperar para el próximo Rosh Kodesh.
And once we cite it,
Y una vez que lo avistemos,
that will be the time that we will be start counting to our 14th day at evening.
ese será el tiempo que comenzaremos a contar en la tarde.
Okay?
Shalom, this is Messianic Rabbi Andrew Dinnerman. I would personally like to thank you for tuning in to the Remnant's Call each and every week. You can listen to the full message on our website, bethgoyim.org. If you have drawn closer to the King of Kings, learned more about Him today, we are blessed. If you are blessed by these messages, please consider a donation to our ministry. You can go to our website, bethgoyim.org. That's BETHGOYIM.org. And click on the donate button. You do not have to have a PayPal account to donate. All you need is a debit card. Once again, thank you very much for listening to The Remnant's Call.
If you have not taken your first steps to be born again, just ask God's help. Remember, it's His loving grace that has come to find you. No one is worthy or able to reach God, but God can reach us, and He's reaching out to you now. Just open your heart and let Him in. His arms are open, and the blessing of salvation and eternal life are waiting for you. Don't let it wait any longer.
Ya Adonai, panavoleka, vikuneka, Yisa Adonai, panavoleka, vayasem lecha, shalom. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord lift His face to shine upon you. May the Lord be gracious unto you and give you His shalom.
Shalom. My name is Messianic Rabbi Andrew Dinnerman, and I invite you to come to visit our congregation. If you are in the tri-state area, come out and visit with us on Shabbat. We are a congregation of Jews and Gentiles, living as one in the Messiah Yeshua. BGMC is a place of true worship. The focus never wanders from the Hebraic roots of our faith. Beth Goyim is rooted in the Word of God from Bereshit through to the book of Revelation. Messiah's strong words against man-made tradition are carefully recorded in Matthew 7. That is the reason we only follow the straight-up instructions found in Scripture, truly the way, the truth, and the life. If you're looking for a deeper walk with Adonai, come out for our Tuesday evening Bible study called Messianic Torah Time. Come, spend the day with us on any Shabbat. We start at 11 a.m. with the sound of the ancient Hebrew shofar. Next, we offer our King praise and worship in English, Hebrew, and Spanish. After worship, we review the headlines in the previous week's news from around the globe, especially news from the Holy Land, Israel. We don't just list the news headlines as current events, but we comb through the scriptures, searching for clues to understand what they mean and then to help pinpoint prophetically our current position on Adonai's clock. After digesting all that modern information, we leave the world behind as we journey with our Adonai deep into His eternal Word, not with just 1 or 2 scriptures, but usually 7 or more scriptures. The spiritual nourishment and the richness of His kingdom become accessible to the ones who share this special time and seek them out. The day does not end there. because Shabbat is so special to him, there is always so much more that our King desires to share. So instead of separating and leaving, we stay together as a family for potluck lunch and an afternoon study of our King's Word. We close the Shabbat together with the reading of the new week's parashah. That's the Torah portion. Even after those blessings, many of us just can't get enough. So the members bring prepared homemade foods to share while we all enjoy an uplifting movie together. If all that information is not quite enough, you can check out our website where you will find over 200 video teachings and biblical holy day studies. Under Messianic Torah Time, the Hebrew Roots button, you'll discover free studies on many different topics, including PowerPoint slide presentations. If Beth Goyim sounds like a place you'd love to visit, but you live outside the tri-state area, there is still a way to connect with us. We stream live on the internet on Tuesday, Thursday, and Shabbat. The website is www.bethgoyim.org. That's BETHGOYIM.org. Our phone number is 973-338-7800 or 978-2-YESHUA. That's 978, the number 2, Yeshua. Shalom.